We've been falling into a steady decline since the pandemic.
Chinatown residents and business owners are seeing reoccurring vandalism in their neighborhood, and they say the city isn't doing enough to preserve this historic center.
This happens on the daily. So, for us to actually report this, it's starting to become more frequent because it does happen quite often, and nobody's reporting it because everybody's so used to it.
Residents in Chinatown have had enough of the graffiti, smashed glass, and littering of garbage on the streets. They say it's making their home feel unsafe and exploited. Lorraine Lowe, executive director of the Dr. Sun Yat-Sen Classical Chinese Garden, says that many of those impacted by these crimes aren't having their voices heard.
Like the legacy business owners, the elder senior population who run these businesses, they don't have a voice. They don't have social media. So here are the two food dogs that normally get vandalized. This one right here just got a repair. From what it looks like, it's going to be sanded down again. What you're seeing here is something that happens all the time.
Vandalism has been taking place all over Chinatown, impacting numerous businesses. This bus stop once had glass walls, but shattered. People here feel the city isn't doing enough.
I think the reason why it's progressed so much is because, city council members and people in the city have turned a blind eye to it.
Ferguson says the city needs to do a better job to preserve Chinatown.
But I think the fact that they're ignoring it because it's happening in Chinatown, you're not going to see this happening in Kitsilano, and you're not going to see this happening in Yaletown. It's just a blatant disrespect for the community. It's frustrating. Graffiti and litter and garbage strewn about everywhere.
Lowe says this vandalism of cultural symbols is disrespectful, like these fudons, which she says are constantly subjected to vandalism.
When you get it to face like this, I do feel an attack on our community when this happens to like cultural buildings, statues, things that represent our culture.
Lowe says more needs to be done to deal with the vandalism and crime in the neighborhood before it's too late.
What's going to be left of Chinatown in a couple of years? We need to act now. We need to protect this. It's important for us to protect this community. Otherwise, there won't be a Chinatown in a few years.
In Vancouver, Angela Bauer, City News.